Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, the 15th of June. We're smack dab in the middle of June. It is 61 degrees. It feels great outside. We had some thunderstorms last night. I think it kind of got rid of some of our humidity, so it's feeling very nice today.
Connected to YouTube live stream J1TC1ASVBM.
Thanks, Rosie.
Connected to YouTube live stream
I wasn't ready for you.
J1TC1ASVBM.
Okay, there we go. Rosie's always ahead of me in the morning now. Get my speaker turned on in time. Let me wipe that window. Little window work. Don't make fun of me. I'm not even going to bring it up, John. All right, I think we're good. Yeah. Looks clean. All right. So here we go. It is Monday morning. Lights on. Seatbelt is going on. Bear with me a second. Here we go. Everybody make sure you've got your seatbelts on. And we're ready to roll. Let's go out and pursue some happiness, as Thomas Jefferson would say. And yeah, I'll let you know what's going on as soon as we get on the road. There's that sign that says they were going to start work. We might start last night on the road between here and Lenny's. Well, it was going to be shut down by 5 o'clock anyway, but it doesn't look like they did it last night. So I don't know if that, we're thinking maybe that was because of the thunderstorms. But anyway, here we are, Monday morning. Let's get out of here. Commuting traffic coming down the road. 3 deliveries today. They are all in the van. So we got Lenny's, Gourmet Girls, and then what a day. I think my boxes are pretty well set up, so I don't have to be overly concerned about shifting today. But I'm always a little bit more cautious when I've got the Gourmet Girls stacked up in the back. The boxes that are next to, I've got one tray of Lenny's because their delivery was fill up that little rack back there plus one tray. So I've got one tray of Lenny's sitting next to the boxes. I don't like it when there are 2 boxes. This is the inside scoop on deliveries. I don't like it when there are 2 boxes sitting next to the tray because if that box for some reason slides over, it's going to hit whatever's on the tray. Like if it's, and it's usually like, a cupcake or a eclair or cake pop. Cake pop probably wouldn't be a big deal. They could fall over, but it's just the stuff you really don't want to have. I haven't had that happen, but I'm always paranoid about that happening. When there are 2 boxes, you got one box on top of the other. But today, it's only 1 box. The 2 boxes are over 1. So I got a little cushion there. So that's what's going on in the back of this van right now. Still got a lot of gas, so we don't have to stop and see Crystal today. We got everything on. Monday. So I was online yesterday for a little bit, and I was looking up like what's going on. I thought they were having, and I think they are having, like a lot of, I don't know what you call it, a fair. I don't know what they're really calling it. It's like the 250. This guy is hang on, I'm just getting distracted by the traffic. So that truck was like, anyway, no, not a big deal. Just I watch these people coming up behind me, and it's just kind of crazy sometimes how they swerve back and forth. Being like, where's he going to go? What's he going to do? I got to get ahead of him. That's what happened there with that truck. However, we're going to be probably 50 to 100 feet behind him for the next 20 minutes anyway, so it's kind of funny. So I was looking up online to see like what's going on in Washington, because I think I'm going to try to get down there at the end of the month. They're going to have it's basically like a fair. All the states will have displays there. You know, it's for the upcoming 4th of July celebration. And I think it starts like the last week in June. So I might be able to get down there like the last week of the month. I don't know if I'll live stream. I'll probably go down there and get some content, this video, and then like I did in Baltimore, like after I've captured some video, I might live stream, but that's the end of the month. And then while I was online, I just scripted some more. I saw the signs when I was down there last week, but they've got this thing called Sale 250. And it looks a lot like the celebration they had in 2012. In 2012, they were selling, I don't know if I discussed this when I was live or if I just said it when I was recording the video. So I apologize if you've heard me say this before. But in 2012, Baltimore had a huge celebration because it was the 200-year anniversary of 1812. And that's when, the War of 1812, Fort McHenry, blah, 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 all that stuff was going on. So they had a huge celebration. All these tall ships came in from all over the world. I mean, a lot of the U.S., Navy and all that did as well, but there are also other countries sailed their tall ships in. And of course, we've always got the Constellation down there. But, and the Blue Angels came, flew around. It was a big deal. And so, well, it'd be funny if I end up getting in front of this truck. I'm not going to, but it would be funny. That truck right there is the one that was spazzing out to get ahead of me. Well, they're doing that again. It looks like something very similar to that. So the last week in June, Baltimore is going to have this huge thing. I didn't even know. Like, I don't watch the local news. Maybe they're talking about it on the local news. I really don't watch the news. So that I don't even watch any local channels. So maybe they are talking about it, but I haven't heard anything about it. And even downtown, I saw the signs that said Sale 250, but I'm pretty sure that I saw those signs kind of around the Constellation. So in my mind, I just linked it to, they're celebrating it at the Constellation. But no, they're having this big thing. So I've got to coordinate some time to get downtown to see. Because that would be kind of cool. In 2012, when all these ships came into Baltimore, it was really kind of neat looking. And some of these, I think they come from like Brazil, Argentina. There might be some from Europe that sail over, and the guys are like, I remember seeing guys, I don't remember which country it was. I think it might have been Brazil. But one of the ships, when it was coming into the harbor, like all the guys, now I worked downtown at the time, so I kind of saw a lot more then. But they were standing. You know how the sails, there's like a post that goes up and then sails go out. It's a huge structure that goes up that holds the sails. And it's a huge pole that goes up, and then it's got, arms that go out that are holding the sails. Well, the guys were like standing on the sails in that area. Lots of them. They were waving to everybody as they came in. It was kind of cool. So I don't know that I would capture that because I'm going to be down there, 8 hours a day, like I was back in 2012. So of course that brings up the question. Now the question, I think Janet asked it, would I ever ride the subway again? Now it becomes a relative question because I don't know how busy it's going to be downtown. So do I want to take the subway down if I'm going to go down? I think if I do, I don't know. Because the ships are going to be in areas further out than just the inner harbor. Like they're going to be over by Fort McHenry. They're going to be over by Fells Point. I could do the inner harbor and Fells Point from, going down on the subway. But it's kind of a lot to walk over to Fort McHenry. That's a pretty long walk. I've done it before. I think I did it in 2012. But I don't know. Depends on how heavy I think the traffic will be, parking, stuff like that. If it's going to really be crazy. So I wanted to gauge how much people know about this. So I said something to Bob and Jennifer this morning, and they were not aware of it. Now that's probably because they're on a similar schedule where they don't stay up and watch. They're not up watching the news, the local news as much. Or maybe it's just not out there. I will say I went online to Baltimore Sail 250 or whatever the website was, and to see what the schedule looked like. It looks like it starts like 6:24 is a Thursday, maybe. So I think that's when the ships start arriving, and the Blue Angels. I think the Blue Angels are coming in. I think they're going to practice that day. But they have an app. So I was online and it said, if you want more details, download this app and it'll give you up-to-date information and all that other stuff. So I'm like, all right. I don't usually like to put additional apps on my phone. I try to keep as few apps on my phone as possible. But I thought, all right, I'll do this. I caved in. So I clicked a little button that said download this app, and I went to now I'm in the Android or the Google Play Store, and I'm going to download it, and I go to the site, and I hit the download button, and I get this thing that you have to basically register to get to it. Or no, wait a minute. I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I did download the app. Then, when I opened up the app on my phone, you have to register. Before you can see anything, you have to register. Your name, phone number, and email address. So I'm like, I really don't like doing that either. Because now I know I'm going to get a million emails. As soon as you put your email address, it's going to be a new influx of emails that you get. So I didn't like doing that either. But again, I'm like, all right, I'm excited about this, so I'm going to do it. But it didn't work. I tried it. I tried everything. It said, first it was just saying it's not, something wrong with your information. It's very simple. It's 4 things. It was my name, my email address, phone number. I think that might have been it. Might have just been those 3 things now that I think about it. Anyway, I knew it was absolutely right. So I tried the phone number with dashes. I tried the phone number without dashes. Nothing was working. I tried the phone number with a 1. I did everything. And it wouldn't take it. It kept giving me this error message like it wasn't working. So I thought, all right, well, let me see if anybody else has made any comments about this. So I clicked on reviews. And first of all, I knew I was on to something because the review was 1.9. The reviews were 1.9. I think 21 people had left a review, and the score was 1.9. So I started reading the reviews, and most of them, nobody said they couldn't open the app. So I thought that was weird. It didn't really answer the question I was having. I don't understand why I was having a problem registering. But most of the people were upset because they had to register at all. Maybe they didn't even go in. You know what I mean? Maybe they got to it, they downloaded it, and then they found out they had to give up their email address and phone number and name, and they just stopped. But what everybody was upset about, which I totally get. I mean, all you want is some information. I can see where sometimes if they're going to send you alerts, you should have the choice whether you accept alerts or notifications of some sort. You know? But anyway, so I didn't get the app. And I don't think I'm going to go back and look for the app. I'm just going to check online and see what's going on. All right, we're heading down to Lenny's. Lenny's is first. They have a pretty normal delivery for a Monday. A lot of Danish. They're a little heavier on the Danish on Mondays because they don't get an order on Tuesday. Let's ride down. Let's go through. Go this way. There's more to look at. There's more to look at this way. Including this person from Virginia. So that's Lenny's. And at Lenny's, I have...
594 says morning.
Hey,
Happy
good
fixed
morning,
sign.
Happy fix. Well, we don't know yet. We're gonna find out. We'll find out when we get there. I'm gonna say no because it wasn't fixed yesterday, and I don't think they'd fix it on a Sunday. But I could be wrong. I don't think the traditional Sunday day of rest idea has kind of gone out the window a long time ago. But I still don't think it's Sunday. But Shirley's, who we occasionally seen down there, I almost see her, not every day, but because I don't think she works weekends, but I see her sitting, she's usually at the other end of the dining room if she's sitting waiting to start work. And I wave to her all the time. So anyway, a week or two ago, she let me know she was going to be. Oh, I was asking about her knees. She's got to get her knees replaced. And she said she's getting that done, I think, next week. Or maybe next week, I think. But she mentioned that tomorrow, Tuesday, the 16th is her last day. She's retiring. She's worked there for 33 years. And she's a very nice lady. So we got a couple of goodies for her. Bob put it together. I mean, just to, it's it looked like a little cake, or I'm not sure what it's called. I don't even know. I'll show it to you before I take it in.
Listener 207 says, good morning, Craig. Donna.
Hey, Suzanne. How are you? Good morning. Happy Monday. Is it cooler up there for you guys now? We definitely dropped today.
Who 594 says morning Suzanne.
We had been in the 90, well, around 90 degrees the last few days, but I think today we're just going to be in the 70s. It's going to be a lot nicer. It's really nice right now. I think because we had a thunderstorm last night. So the humidity got washed out.
Who 594 says yes cooler.
What is this guy doing? That's good.
Jones 5862 says hey Craig.
Hey Reed, how are you? Good morning. Are you starting your day or ending your day? I never know if it's the beginning of your day or the end of your day, because I think you're a night person. If I'm up for a little bit at night, I think I've seen you in not Donna's, in Dana's live stream.
Jones 5862 says it depends.
It does depend. Worked out pretty well. Streets are quiet here in Maryland. I saw a fox this morning. He was kind of walking across the highway, and as I was going by, I was in the left-hand lane. He was walking across from the left to the right. So he had passed my lane.
Jones 5862 says normally I am a knight.
Okay, I thought so. But he walked past me, the fox walked past me, and he was standing like in the right-hand lane. He sort of stopped for a second. So he was walking across. I saw him walking.
Jones 5862 says that yeah, I'm starting my day.
Oh, you're starting your day.
IGAL 333 says good morning.
Hey, New York gal. Oh, I've got to fix her. I went in to fix Rosie the other day. If I remember when we stop at Lenny's, I'll do it.
Jones 5862 says morning Nigel.
I have to do it while your name is still in that application.
IGAL 333 says cats meowing at 538. Hem, SMH. NYGAL 333 says good morning Reed.
Cat's an early bird. Well, the early bird catches the worm, and the early cat catches the bird. Because the bird's busy eating the worm. That's the way it works. We're gonna go. Can't have things shifting around back there, but we got to something.
IGAL 333 says this cat meowing must have a lot to say.
Does your cat do that thing where, like, with its front paws. It looks like it's like, I think sometimes it does it on people, like but it looks like it's kneading bread or something. You know what I mean? Like it kind of like pushes, alternating with its paws. It's pushing. I've never had a cat, but that always kind of looks like a cool thing. Like if you could set it up so that you're laying down and the cat's on your back doing that. That seems like a pretty good setup. If you could get that to work.
GAL 333 says not yet, we got her yesterday, just woke from meowing, I am trying to understand her need and not get upset lol.
Oh. Is she a kitten or is she older? So you got a cat. I saw that Susan in Australia got a dog. I saw that the other day. She posted a picture of a puppy. Everybody's getting...
IGAL 333 says she's loud anyway. Happy Monday, Craig. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Things are very good this morning. We got our normal 3 deliveries. Weather's good. And I should get home early today. Like today I might be able to get some stuff done. Got some video from Baltimore that I want to put together. But after the deliveries, I don't just stick around at the bakery today. So this is like Saturday to me. Doing a lot of building down here. Will the sign be? I don't think the sign. I think the sign will still be off today. If I was a betting man, I would put my money on the sign still being on today. No, we're not gonna drive by the deer sanctuary. It's not really a sanctuary, but it seems to be. Today we don't go that way. But we will pass that place where we saw the other deer. And I saw your comment about carrots. I should have I should have that anyway, because I see enough deer. I should bring like a small bag of carrots with me. I saw a clip the other day, and it reminded me, I don't know if you all remember, one time I was talking about how crazy I saw a clip and I thought it was crazy because some guy was helping a deer. There was something to do with a deer. I forget exactly what he did now, but I was talking about it and somebody said, Craig, that was AI. Like obviously AI, because the car, he gets out of his car and the car, like after he walks up to the deer, the car behind him like disappears. But I totally didn't see that the first time I saw it. So I was explaining this video and I'm like, it was so odd. Like, and I don't know if I was suspicious about it being AI. I don't think I was. I think I'm giving myself too much credit. I think I was totally fooled. But yeah, it definitely was AI. I went back home and I looked at it later. I'm like, oh my goodness, how could I fall for this? I think the thing I'm talking about now is real. I really do. And it was a moose. Has anybody seen this? It's a moose, and the two baby. What do you call two mooses? Moose. It's just moose like deer. It's the same for singular. Oh, there you go. See, the sign's still out. I don't know, but anyway, the little baby moose. There were two of them. What is the plural for moose? It's not mooses, or is it? I don't know. Anyway, and the mother moose is all. Hang on, I'll finish the story later. Let me go in there. Remind me about the moose story. If there's a video, if you probably look up moose, mother moose highway, it'll come up. It's real. This one's real. I think it is.
Jones 5862 says okay.
All right, hang on. All right, we're good. We're good. Good. All right, let me get the rack. You guys aren't going to. I'm going to show you when we get out. There's a glove here. There's trash. Oh, I bet you that.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good.
Is Shirley here today?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's her last day. Or is it today? It's today. All right. Come back in here. Shirley, want to come back? How was your weekend?
Good. And yours?
It was good.
Kind of windy today, right?
Yeah.
I woke up this morning thinking, oh, that's a wind.
Wind, yeah, and much cooler. Who's got the Tesla? I wonder if. Huh. All right. Take you guys out. A lot of stuff to think about here today. First of all, look at this. So I get out. Look, everybody. I can't get away from gloves. No matter where I go, there's a mystery glove. We got this. I don't know what this is about, but I wonder if it's related to this. It looks like the Lenny's van. Maybe the window doesn't go up, so they had something taped across it. That's there. I don't know. Although there's no tape on it. There's a lot of stuff to try to figure out. All right, here's what I'm taking in. So we got some peanut butter things. Hopefully she's not allergic to peanuts. We got that. We got some buttercream. Okay, so we got those two things. It's hard to do with one hand. And then there's like this chocolate moussey thing. It's like a cake mousse pie type thing. So that's what we're taking into Shirley. Oops. Okay, here we go. And actually, this works out pretty good. We got like some trays on here that don't belong to us. Good morning. How are you doing?
Paradise.
You got it. Got eclairs and cake pops. What's on there? Black and white cookies. We got the chocolate top cookies. Danish. Why did I put that down there? What's wrong with you? Danish. There's the Just making sure he's leaving the door open. And last but not least, we got the rainbow cakes. All right. So that's the Lenny's delivery.
IGAL 333 says it's good.
Take this in for Shirley. All right, I'll be right back. Put that camera too close to the door. Somebody closes that door. It's gonna knock you silly. Here we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
Thank you. I'm gonna take this back to Shirley. Is she back there?
What's that?
Yeah. Is she back there?
Yeah.
She's okay. Been here a long time.
Oh,
All right, man.
all right. See you.
Have a good one.
Okay, you too. How long have you been supplying them this?
I don't know when we started. I started last year. I've only been doing this for about a year.
Okay, but you have been doing it for a long time, right?
Oh yeah,
Your company.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Back in the old Lenny's days. Back in the old Lenny's days. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was probably too far back there. You probably didn't hear me talking to her, did you? All right, on to Gourmet Girls. I think she almost cried. It's very nice. She's a super nice lady. Okay, here we go. Gourmet Girls. Wow, even with that, we're still a little bit ahead of time. What do we have? All right, what is this, everybody? What is it? Is it like a, is that a, oh, see, I'll put it right on that car. It looks like that car has a mustache. What is that thing? Probably bird poop. I'm probably showing you poop. Anyway, here we go. All right, now wait a minute. What was I talking about? I remember saying I'll finish this story. What story was I not done with? See what happens to me? Short-term memory. What the heck was I starting to talk about? Gourmet Girls, here we go. Hold on, it's going to come to me. I think it's going to go to me. There's too much in my head right now. I got Gourmet Girls. I got Shirley. I got the glove. I feel like before I went in there, I'm like, oh, all right, I'm gonna finish that when I come out. I'm gonna finish that story when I come out. But I can't remember what the story was. Too many things are going in my mind right now. I'm staring at this thing on the windshield. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to clean that off. And I can't use the windshield wiper because if I use the windshield wiper right now, whatever it is would just smear and it would be pretty much right in front of your camera. It would be spread across the top of the window. I'm seeing a lot of people from Virginia today. Like that guy's from Virginia. We followed a guy from Virginia through Reisterstown. We're getting immigrants from Virginia in Maryland. So I've been talking about sale of 250. Wasn't that? I finished my story about the Apple, the online app that didn't work. Uh,
594 says AI mooses.
Moose, the moose. Oh my God! Thank you, Donna. So the thing about the moose. So there's a video out there, and what happens is there's a mother moose on one side of a highway median. It's like one of those concrete things that's maybe 3 or 4 feet high. I guess it's 4 feet high. Solid thing in the middle of the road. And then the two babies are on the other side. And all the traffic is stopped, both directions, because the mother moose is like walking around on her side of the road, back and forth, trying to, I mean, and she's obviously a little upset.
594 says I didn't remember either, had to rewind.
Yes, thank you. Well, then I don't feel so bad. So she was on one side of the road, and the babies were on the other side, and they couldn't. They weren't even trying really, but I think they just didn't know what to do. So they're all running around. The traffic is all stopped because the babies are on one side blocking the traffic, and she's on the other side. So none of the traffic was moving, and there was somebody in the car. We're like maybe 2 cars back from where this is happening in the traffic that's stopped. And the guy gets out of his truck and tries to go up to see if he can help the babies get over. I mean, it looks like they might be able to do it, maybe, maybe not. And one of them does. One of the 2 babies jumps over and gets to the mother. And one's left on the other side of the barrier, and was trying to jump over it but couldn't do it. You know, like kept like jumping up with his back legs. His front legs were on top of it, but he couldn't get over. So then the guy got out. I think that's when the guy got out. He was going to try to help the baby get over, but of course when he started walking toward it, it ran the other direction. So then, you know, there's a little back and forth. I don't remember how long the video was, maybe 10 minutes, 8 or 10 minutes, something like that. But eventually, like 3 different guys, they got out of their cars and they like basically get around the baby. They stopped him from running away, and then he started running back, and then they got closer and closer, and finally one guy helped get him over the barrier. And then, or maybe it's like pushed to get over the barrier. But then he was on the other side of the highway, and he wasn't moving. He wasn't going over to where the mother was on the side. So then the guy jumped over the barrier, picked up the baby moose, and carried it over to the side of the road. And that was as far as it went. So it was one of those happy, feel-good little things. And I'm sure it was real. This one is real, I promise you. If you look it up, none of the cars, I even watched it like a second time because I'm like, did any of the cars disappear? Did the baby moose, did something happen? I'm pretty sure it's real.
594 says phew. Glad it was a happy ending.
I know. And moose they're huge. I know that. And they just seem to walk kind of awkwardly. You know what I mean? They don't look like they don't have a smooth gallop. They have sort of an awkward looking walk. I wonder if they run. I've never seen a moose really run. And when they're little, they're even more awkward. It's like a teenage moose. And you can be certain that I'm going to be looking up what is the plural of moose. I'm going to look it up today. I might look it up in the next 5 minutes because it's driving me crazy. If I said, hey Google right now, though, I think like 3 phones would all act. Oh, look, this one's picking me up already. Hey Google,
Listener 207 says it's
what
just
is the
moose.
plural for moose? Oh, look, I just said that while you were going. So 207 says it's just what is the plural. So this started to pick up what you were saying, and then it switched over to what I was saying. So it's not a good. It wouldn't work anyway. Anyway, here we go. We're at Gourmet Girls. Let's see if the door's open. They've been leaving this door open. Which it is. It's open. This is a very what's that stuff? Sanitizer. Hand sanitizer right there. Not sure that's what's really in there though. It's a little suspicious to me. Okay, let's take the eclairs in first. They go in the refrigerator. Good morning.
Yeah.
So they get chocolate tops, peanut butter candies. There's some Danish. I said, good morning. I got the check. Got the check. Got the check. And last but not least. All right. Have a good day. I am. All right, let's go. Goodness. So, one to go. What a day. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can get rid of that thing. I don't like it. That works. Is that a trash can? Where's the trash can? I think it is. Stick that in there. Okay. Well, that's good. Get rid of that. We got rid of that. The delivery's done, and we solved the moose mystery. So moose is like deer. What about elk? What's the story? I'm trying to think, like, is it similar for all those kind of animals? Elk. Is it elks? Or is it elk? I think it's all. I think any kind of animal like that, it's just like the plural is just the word. Right? Is that a thing? Like, is that on purpose? Or is it because of the way the words work? Like, what makes that rule happen the way it does? Inquiring minds. I think that building to the right, with the blue awnings, looks like it's vacant. Seems like a good location.
Who 594 says you are assuming the English, which makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't. It is pretty complicated. It's a lot to learn. to this subway station. I went by that earlier this week. Went right by there on the subway. Old Court. Now, what a day's delivery today is a little bit lighter. So I think they've gone back to like their normal Monday morning. Things are slower order.
Annette says, I wonder if they will have a big order for Father's Day.
Oh yeah, that's Sunday, right? Next Sunday? I don't know, like Father's Day. I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I hate to say it, but isn't it true that Mother's Day is a much more celebrated, much more elevated, celebrated day than Father's Day? Is that true? Is that an accurate statement? I feel like it is. I could be wrong.
Annette says maybe not as busy as Mother's Day.
Yeah, I would think not. See, I never really know, because like for me, I know Father's Day for me, I've never had to celebrate it ever. Not as a father or for a father. So, and I don't say that. I just say that that's just a fact. The fact is, I've never had to celebrate Father's Day. It's kind of funny.
Annette says, I think that's fairly accurate.
Yeah. Well, we need to hype it up. We need to hype up Father's Day. That's just not right. I mean, granted, the whole reproductive process, becoming a mother or a father, is much more stressful for the mother. But that doesn't mean you should, I think it's deserving of a cupcake, donut, or something.
Who 594 says maybe because women traditionally do more cooking, more going out to eat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's true too. Because, like, yeah, that's the other way to look at it. That's a very, yeah. Normally, in a lot of cases, it would have been the mother that was cooking, not the father. So the father takes the mother out. But in a lot of cases, might make something for the father to eat instead of going out to a restaurant. It's true. There's a lot. There are a few angles to this. We just went by a house that had a Tesla sitting in its driveway that was plugged in. I wonder if people charge their Teslas every day. Like, let's say it has a 300 mile, I think they're a little over 300, but let's say it has a 300-mile range.
Who 594 says if he is smart, he does.
Smart he does. You mean the Tesla? Like if you're 300 miles a day, but I mean 300 miles on your charge, but let's say your commute is just 20 miles, round trip 20 miles. So you could probably go a week without charging it, but you'd still charge it every night, just top it off? Like I even wonder about that. Whoa, 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 whoa! It's yellow. Don't look. Don't look. I wonder about that with my phone. Like, are you supposed to wait until your charge gets down to a certain level? Is that still a thing? I think it used to be. Like, it wasn't good to constantly top off your battery. You should let it go down to, like 10% or something. Is that true? Or have they updated? I also heard somebody say you shouldn't charge it to 100%. Like, I think I have my phone set up so that it only charges to 95%. But I don't understand why I'm doing that.
Who 594 says no rosy delay. Smart husbands take wife mother out to eat for M-Day.
Oh, yeah. Smart husbands do. Yes, they do. I thought it was too fast. That's why it sort of caught me off guard. That's why I'm like, oh, you mean the battery? But it seemed too fast. All right.
Who 594 says I need to get new phone battery but nervous I will lose info.
Well, so you're going to take the phone that you currently have and have somebody replace the battery. So, because is it like not holding a charge for very long now? I did that myself one time to my phone. I bought the battery online, and there were some YouTube videos on how to do it. I don't recommend it. It was very difficult. Well, I mean, not super difficult, but kind of weird. You had to peel the back off the phone and stuff. But is that what you mean? You're going to take a phone that doesn't normally have a battery that can be removed, and you're going to get somebody to change it?
Donaku 594 says yes. Donaku 594 says yes.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I did that myself, and I didn't lose any data. I did that but it wasn't the last phone I had. It was the one before. And after about 4 years, maybe, I started feeling like the charge wasn't lasting the whole day. So I ordered the battery, I took the back off the phone, I changed the battery out. And I think I feel confident that it can be done without losing data. Do you know how much are they going to charge you to change it? I really don't remember. I was surprised at how inexpensive the replacement battery was. So since I did it myself, it didn't really cost me that much to change it. It's kind of funny up there. The only clouds in the sky right now are the ones that are going across in front of us, like sort of right above the horizon line.
Who 594 says I will go to Verizon store. Who 594 says don't know.
Oh, if you go to the Verizon store,
594 says I got a power bank, so that helps.
yeah, that's true. Power bank would help. That would help. Now you know for sure the Verizon people are going to try to sell you a new phone. I didn't realize they do the battery thing at Verizon stores. Or any, I didn't realize they were doing that. And they're going to try to sell you hard. They're going to be like, you need a new phone. they'll tell you about. Here's what you're gonna. Here's what I would imagine. They're going to tell you definitely that you need a new phone, and then they're going to say that you need like because the updates, it's, the older programs aren't going to be automatically updated anymore, and phones are much faster now, and this and that. Just be ready for that. You got some special deal. There's going to be a special deal. You can get a new phone if you just sign up for this or that. I always cave in those situations. I'm not very good. I'm not very good. I usually cave in. It is definitely, it's like one of those really crisp, clear mornings. A little breezy. I gotta ask Bob about washing the van. Maybe I'll try to do that tomorrow. I'll see if I can. I don't know what he does. I don't know if he takes it somewhere to get it washed, or he just goes to like one of those places where you kind of get the sprayer, do it yourself.
594 says I don't use all the balls and whistles on the phone. Donaku 594 says bells.
I don't either. Well, I probably use more now. I never used the camera very much before. I try to keep it as minimal as possible. I think that's a smart thing. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the phone I don't use, or even know how to use, or even know that there's probably a lot of stuff I don't even know it can do.
Who 594 says I can't believe I went this long without Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. Did you have wired headphones, or you just didn't have headphones at all? Bluetooth headphones are very nice. That's what I use now when I cut the grass. Or really anything. The other thing they're like in the bakery, if I'm working, or even when I was
Who
working in an office.
594 says didn't use headphones at all.
Yeah. I didn't, I don't, well, let me say it this way. I prefer to have a speaker. Like if I'm sitting in my office, like when I was working, if I was sitting in the office, or if I'm even like in the bakery, if I'm in the back working, I like to have the music on a speaker because when I wear headphones, like in a situation, in an environment like that, I feel like I'm like cut off from everything else. You know what I mean? So like if I'm in public, I don't like to wear headphones, but I do like them a lot when you're, you know, hanging at home, cutting the grass, or just doing stuff like on my own. But like a lot of people do wear them when they're working. But I don't like the fact that you can't hear what's going on. Or I'm too I'm like I'm very nosy. I gotta like hear what people are saying all the time. I eavesdrop. I listen to everything. I know you probably find it hard to believe, but I do. But I used to ride the train back and forth to work, and this was back when like it was crowded during commuting times and stuff like that. If I was riding along and there were people sitting beside me or near me, or standing beside me or near me, and they're like having a conversation, I would frequently get myself included in the conversation by the end of the ride. Because you start out by like you just hear what they're talking about, and then you start kind of nodding along, and somebody in the group will nod back. So now you're in. Now you're like part of the conversation. Or it can go bad though. That would happen more often. More often than not, that's what would happen. But every now and then you'd get the one where somebody would like look over and go, "Who are you? Like, why are you in?"
6448 says, did you use the new little speaker when live streaming in Baltimore? Donaku 594 says, nice when doing dishes or vacuuming. Donaku 594 says, sometimes place so only on one ear.
Yeah, I do that. I do, yes. If I'm going to wear them, sometimes I do just do one ear so I can still hear what's going on. And I did use the small little speaker. I've got to figure out, and it worked pretty well. I mean, I could hear it. It was like somebody was just next to me talking. It wasn't too loud. I don't even know if you could hear it. I think I listened to it. I think you could hear it on the live stream when you replay it. The only thing I've got to figure out is, oops, hang on, go do this. I always leave you guys hanging. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm good. Thank you very much. Um, the only thing I've got to figure out about the little speaker is how to hang it, because it was kind of like I had it attached to. I was wearing like a polo shirt, you know, so it had that collar, and I had it like clipped to the area, kind of like, no, look, I'm gonna talk to you like you're in the car and you're not. Hang on. I started to talk to you like you were looking out the front window and you weren't even down here in my hand instead. But so I had it clipped to like, you know, like if you're wearing it has like the buttons, little opening buttons. So I had a button, but I clipped it in here, but it kind of, how sort of made the shirt.
148 said yes, I heard the speech to text but didn't know if it was speaker.
Oh yeah, it was. Yes, they got a lot in here. There we go. It sort of made the shirt sag down. Is that the right word? So, well, look at that. It's moving by itself. Little windy. It's a little windy out here. So I got to figure out a better way to do that. I don't know if I want to clip it all the way up on the neck. It's not heavy, but it's heavy enough that it. Here, look, I'm moving these in awfully quick. These donuts are getting some good sun. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm good. It's Carlos. 4 cinnamon buns, 4 large Danish, and how many of these did we do? 16 mini Danish. And look what's not there. That's right, no coconut. But I see the coconut from yesterday are still up here. So that would explain that situation. All those look good. All right. Yesterday's trees. Yesterday. All right, guys, have a good day. Yesterday, it seemed like there were less trees. Could you see me? Anyway. Fun with shadows. What's the deal with trash? Why? Everywhere I go. Okay, that's it. The van is empty. She's got our gourmet girl check. We have a happy little Shirley. Everything's good. Everything's good. Here we go. It's kind of funny. I mean, look, the difference between today riding through their parking lot and a week or a week and a half ago when everybody was National Donut Day, 3-year anniversary, you get a free coffee. Now everybody's settled down. We're back to normal. I was thinking about clipping the speaker onto my belt, but then I would have to have it turned up a little bit louder than I want. I want it to be kind of near my head. I could clip it. Maybe I could clip it on the side of. I'll wear sunglasses. Put it on the side of. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what I am going to do today, though? I think I'm going to put together that little cart thing I was talking about. Test that out. For the Starlink cart thing that I was talking about. The tree fell down. Right hand side back there.
$6,448 says make it into an earring.
Make it into. Who was that? Is that Holla? I just heard the number part. Make it into an earring. It's not super heavy, but yeah, that would be kind of big, but it's the right place for it. It would sort of like be a headphone, just except the speaker would be facing out instead of in. Hollow, that was you, wasn't it? Welcome to the band. We had, oh, by the way, that is Hollow. I think it is. Congratulations. I know, what is today? So what, was it Saturday night? Was Saturday night the big night? glad to see that they won. It's either Friday night or Saturday night. I lose track. The weekends are kind of one day for me.
6448 says yes, thank you.
What's Saturday?
Six 6448 says Saturday.
Saturday. Did you go to any kind of watch party, or did you hang out? Where'd you go? Did you watch it at home? Or did you go out? I think I heard it got a little crazy. I didn't pay a lot of attention to what they were saying, but I heard that. Oh, look, we got bicyclists coming up here on the right. Very busy road to ride on. That's a pretty big deal. What was it? It was 53 years. So most of the people watching that game, I'm sure, did not remember them ever winning a series like that before. This truck is moving along.
6448 says hey, I saw your skater guy. He is from New York. Donaku 594 says have to go. Everyone have a great day.
All right, Donna, have a good day.
6448
Thanks
says
for
take
hanging
care,
out, Donna.
Donna.
Good chat. Yes, I think the skater guy is from New York. Or does he live there all the time? Yeah, I think he does, doesn't he? Yeah, I noticed he's still been putting out, like, I think he had a live stream one day where he was skating around Miami, and then I've seen him on a couple of times, even since the cross-country route. I wonder how they get the van back to California. Or maybe they don't have to. You know what? I'm going to need these sunglasses. We're about to enter the sunny portion of the ride. Sun in your face, that is. Oh, I have a question. Does anybody know what someone's referring to when they mean, I think they were calling it a carousel. And it would have something to do with photographs that you're posting. I think they were talking about Instagram. I don't know anything about Instagram, but I was listening to a podcast, so they were talking about community posts at YouTube. So people were talking about how they use them, and they were referring to carousels, like posting carousels. I don't know what that is. Is that like a series of photos? Is that like the kind of thing where you've got like 3 or 4 photos and you're clicking the little arrow on the right hand or the left hand side of the picture to go to the next picture or go back? Is that a carousel? That's all I can imagine, but I'd never heard it referred to that way before. Maybe that's an Instagram thing. I don't know. But what they were talking about on YouTube was, I've heard some people say that, like, if they're trying to promote a video, they'll create a community post and link it to the video and say, hey, I just posted this video, blah, 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 blah. But the person in this podcast was saying that really isn't such a great idea. Like, if you have an older video or you have a video where people aren't watching the whole thing.
6448 says that's what I would think, like a series of photos that rotate.
Yeah, that must be what it is. I know you can post at least 2 pictures when you're doing a community post. I don't know if you can do more. Like, I've never tried to do. I never really did more than 1. But on this podcast, they were debating it on YouTube, and the one lady was saying, no, it's not a good idea to just automatically. I guess there were some people that were posting a video and then immediately posting a community post to let people know they posted a video. She said that's not really a good way to use it. But if you've got a long form video, let's say it's a 10-minute video, and you notice that people are only watching the first 4 minutes. So after a couple of weeks or something, you see that people aren't watching your whole video. They're dropping off after 4 or 5 minutes. Then you could use the community post to mention the video and point out that there's something in the last half of the video, or maybe I don't know how you would describe it, but you would basically be bringing something to the viewer's attention that they probably missed because they didn't watch the whole video. That made sense to me. That kind of made sense. But they were talking about that, and somebody kept referring to it. I think this an Instagram carousel.
Listener 207 says, in photography, a carousel is a single post or widget containing multiple images that viewers can swipe or click through sequentially.
Okay, then that's what I was thinking about. So it's like
Paula 6448 says that makes sense. Susaner 207 says according to Goggle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, then that is what like when you're looking at a picture and then you have, like, on the side, you have those little arrows that take you back and forth between pictures. I might to make a community post with multiple pictures just to see what it looks like. Apparently, YouTube is really trying to the community post thing. It is kind of a good thing. like every now and then, not very often, but every now and then you see a community post on your homepage. But I think they're encouraging people to use it, so I would imagine they're trying to include that more in people's homepages. Because you do kind of wonder, like, I guess if you're subscribed to somebody and you have notifications turned on, are you notified when they post something? I would, I would assume that you are. So that's kind of beneficial, but otherwise, I don't know how people would even know that you posted something unless it's on the home. If it was promoted to homepage status for some people.
$6,448 says it's an easy way to get new life into older videos. That's what I was told.
Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't and I haven't really gotten into the analytics enough I don't have enough long form videos to tell. Like let's say you make a 10-minute video, I know they provide analytics related to how long people are watching, like when they drop off. I haven't dug into all that stuff really. Because with live streams, people kind of come in and out. It really is. I wouldn't expect, everybody who comes in starts at the beginning and stays until the end of every live stream. But if you make a video, you put it out there, it's 10 or 15 minutes, you would kind of hope that people are going to watch most of it. And if they're not, then I think that would be relative, information to have. So you kind of figure out what you're doing. Like, why are people not watching the whole thing? It's very fascinating to me, actually, like how all that stuff works. Now, Hollow, are they going to have? I was thinking about with the 4th of July coming up and all this stuff. I've discovered yesterday that Baltimore is having like the week before the 4th of July, the last week or two of June, we're going to have tall ships coming into the Inner Harbor. Is New York doing anything like that? Are you guys? I would think you're going to have more than just the 4th of July this year. Like a sort of pre-4th of July events. And I know Washington is. I might have to try to get down to Washington.
6,448 says there is a lot of information
In the analytics. Yeah, there really is.
6,448 says yes. Tall ship.
Ah, you're having tall ships too? Yeah, we're having we're having something they're called, Baltimore's calling it Sail 250. I think it starts the 24th. Well, the ships start arriving the 24th, and then they're going to be in the inner harbor for about a week, I think. Definitely over that weekend. The 24th is a Thursday, so they're going to be in the inner harbor over that weekend, and then I think they're going to probably leave the following week. Oh, man. I wonder if the ships that come to Baltimore that week are going up to New York afterwards.
Paula 6448 says, I wonder if they are connected somehow.
Yeah, I wonder because I think they would have time to leave Baltimore if it's that last week in June. They'd have time to probably get up to New York to be in a parade. What day, do you know what day the parade is when they sail in? God, now is that really a smart place to turn around? Not really. Because I know we're getting a ship. We're getting ships from, like, I think Brazil, Argentina, Romania. I know I saw Romania in there.
6448 says, I am not sure, but it makes sense, maybe the 28th.
Yeah, I don't know how long it takes one of those ships to get from Baltimore, from the Chesapeake Bay, because they probably have to go back down the Chesapeake Bay and then up the coast. Interesting. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to follow one of those ships and see, because we've got them from a number of different countries. Iran. No, I'm just kidding about Iran. Not really. Iran is sending one of their military ships over. For display purposes only. But no, Romania was one of them. Isn't Romania landlocked? Like they have the I know they have the Black Sea. Maybe but unless
6448 says, if Iran sends a ship, I run.
I run from Iran. Well, it would be Iran after you've done it. So it would go from Iran to Iran. I feel like I could be getting a suntan right now if I had to roll the window down. Probably. Can you get a suntan through glass? I don't think you can.
Six 6,448 says I missed the update. Did you end up getting any SpaceX?
I did get some SpaceX. I did get a little bit, not a lot. I didn't ask for a lot, but I think everybody got a little less than what they asked for. But yeah, I did. Pretty happy too. It was up. I think it'll probably be, it's certainly going to bounce around for a while. From my experience with new issues, even if I think it's a good company, and even with good companies, you've got people that want to grab their profit. You know what I mean? There are people who bought it that are just going to sell it right away, and so I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces around. It might even go back. It might go below the $135 price. And if it does, I don't know if I'd buy more. I don't know. I have a lot of hope for that one, though. It's not financial advice. It's funny. I watched a few YouTube people. It was funny. I was watching one guy. I won't say his name, but I was watching somebody who was really, I mean, it was comical, but it was very negative toward SpaceX, super negative. And of course, the video was made like a day or two before the new issue. So the prediction was that it was going to, not do very well. Could go to zero, all this other stuff. I mean, it was kind of crazy what the guy was saying. But anyway, that stuff never ages very well. I kind of wonder if they would like remove their post, remove their video. But yeah, I think it's going to bounce around a little bit. But man, I mean, Musk is doing some incredible stuff. And he has a pretty solid record. He takes a lot of risk, but you have to get that stuff to work. So I don't know, but yeah, well, I'll tell you, I got 28 shares. That's what I got, 28 shares. On Friday. But I think it was 5 times. In other words, had 5? I think it was 5. So they had orders.
6,448 says you never know what the motivation is behind a video like that.
Yeah, I think this was just a person that didn't like Elon Musk. That was sort of what I gathered from the video. And the one thing, I mean, really, any investment decisions you make, this is not advice on any particular security, but you got to look at the facts, feelings. The stock market definitely trades based on feelings sometimes, but It just bounces around based on feelings. It sort of sticks to the facts when it comes to long term. It's definitely an emotional thing. Fear does a lot. You can have the market react pretty strongly to fear. But in the end, you got to look at the company. We are Adam Wood for state senate. I don't even know who he is, but I might have to look him up. He's got a big sign in front of our shopping center. Because somebody likes him. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for riding along. Hey, it's going to be nice out today. I hope everybody has a productive day, a good day, sunny. Enjoy it. Holly, you going out?
6448 says find out what his favorite donut is.
Find out what his favorite donut is. Who?
6448 says take care, everyone.
Who am I looking for? Donut for? You got me curious, Hala. The guy that was doing the bad video or Elon Musk? All right, everybody. I'm signing off. Be back tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Could be just Lenny's. You never know. We might throw another delivery in there.
6448 says the guy running for office.
Oh, yeah. Adam Wood. Yeah, maybe he'll come out to get a donut. That's a good idea. All right, guys. Be good. Have a good day. Enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.